Hey guys, we're back again with another Wednesday wellness video with S&B. It's Steven and Bree here.
Hey, and if you're new to our channel, welcome and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, yes. And today we're going to dive deep into getting rid of your baggage.
Baggage, yes.
hmm So we're going to start off with just getting rid of your baggage because
It's
um
heavy.
you it is. And you can carry around baggage with you and not even know this whole time that you're carrying around baggage from years ago, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and you could really end up ruining a relationship, any type of relationship, like your spouse, your mom, your cousins, or any type of relationship you can ruin because you have burden that you're carrying.
Yes,
And
excess baggage. And you can't be well carrying around baggage. So today
no,
we're going to
so
get rid of it.
we want to get
We
rid of
want to let
that
it go.
baggage. We just want to have a discussion about just getting rid of baggage. That's what it is. So yeah, so
Yes, let's get into it.
yeah, so you can really like hurt someone else and not even know.
Yes.
Um uh I've experienced carrying around baggage myself. I'm working on letting baggage go.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a,
trying to let it go, and I am letting it go. And I think
mhm.
we should all help each other let baggage go.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we all have baggage. I mean, there's things that we've been through and, it piles up and we're carrying stuff and it's heavy. And sometimes we don't know why we're so heavy. We don't know why we feel the way that we feel. And it's just things that is just piling up that we haven't dealt with, that we haven't let go.
Right, right. And even like past traumas, like childhood traumas and things of that sort, we face every day. And if you don't get rid of that trauma, it will it can destroy you. It can bring disease.
And it can affect you not only physically, emotionally, um, mentally, but spiritually as well,
hmm
psychologically, in every
hmm
way.
In every way, yeah. So how do you get how do you recognize those traumas, those burdens, that baggage? How do you recognize that you have a baggage? You know, how do you recognize?
How do you recognize that you're carrying different things?
Yeah, like how do you recognize this stuff?
Hmm,
You just you just like have to look into yourself. You just
you
have to
do.
see, sometimes you can be in a positive day, but if something clicks like that, that could mean that you're carrying around a baggage.
Exactly. Right. For instance, um, like if there's, I realized there was several times where, I would think that I was healed from a certain thing, or I would think that a certain thing didn't make me, upset or didn't bother me anymore. And then I would talk about it and I would hear myself getting, or I would see myself getting like really upset. And I would feel like, I was just mad and upset and angry. And
hmm
I'm like, why am I so upset about this thing that happened like 10 years ago? 12 years ago.
hmm
And I realized it was because it was baggage that I was carrying around. It was still anger that I was carrying around that I hadn't dealt with, that I
Right.
hadn't let go. Like I thought I did, but I hadn't. And that's the true test. Like, are you still upset about a certain thing? Does a certain thing still offend you when you talk about it? Does a
hmm
certain thing still hurt you when you talk about it?
hmm
How do you react? And that's how you know that you haven't dealt with it and that you're carrying it around still.
That's true because I mean, even like for myself, I've experienced it to where it's like, I thought I let it go. I did all the meditating. I did everything that I thought I could do. I could tell myself over and over again, I forgave this person, or you could tell this person to their face, or just the situation, I forgave you, I forgive you. But if it still gets you mad, like you said, still get you upset, maybe ruffle your feathers a little bit,
Exactly.
you haven't healed from it.
You haven't healed from it. You haven't dealt with it. You're still carrying it. Yep. And we carry a lot of things too. We don't just carry one or two things. We carry so many things. I mean, throughout our life, it seems like we just carry a lot of things.
Right, right. Yeah. Traumas, traumas is a big thing. A lot of people
Mm,
um don't really give trauma its full. Trauma is so, hmm, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so, it's serious, and people don't see that it's as serious as they should.
mhm.
They think of trauma and they think of something, maybe something small, maybe. But anything, if it's small or if it's big, it's still a trauma and it still hurts you.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes we just live our life like we just deal with stuff. We live our life and then we just move on. We move past it. We just keep going, and we don't take the time that we need to realize that we're dealing with certain things, and we don't take the time because we don't realize it. We don't take the time to heal from it. We don't take the time to deal with it because a
Right,
lot of
right.
times we're not even realizing what it is. We're like, okay, yeah, that happened, but let me keep it moving, or such and such happened, but let me keep it moving. And then we do that throughout our whole life. And all we do is just kind of like, brush it to the side and keep it moving. And that's how it builds up. That's
Yeah.
how it piles up. And then we're doing things that, have you ever did something and you're like, why did I do that? Like, why did I make that decision? Why did I react like that?
It's a good point.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of times subconsciously it's because we have so much suppressed. We suppress so many things, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out one way or another.
One way or another.
Yeah. So when you see people, that are violent, when you see people that are angry, when you see people that are doing things that, you just think, why are they doing that? It's because it's coming out. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't dealt with, but
Mm-hmm.
it's coming out.
Mm-hmm. And you're bleeding all over the place,
Yeah,
basically in front of everybody, like you said,
exactly.
making the wrong decisions.
Hmm.
Even recently, I can say for myself, just being transparent with you all, even I had like a bad breakup, and I was doing things that people wouldn't expect me to do, and people would look at me crazy or look at me in some type of way, but not noticing me, just thinking that I'm having fun, but really just bleeding out all over the place, making bad
Yeah.
decisions, like you said,
Hmm. Yep.
and that will show.
Exactly. It will. It does. It shows in your actions. It shows in the decisions that you make. It shows in your choices. It
Mhm.
definitely shows. Yeah. So it's better to just deal with it because it's going to come out one way or
Mhm.
another. It has to.
Mhm.
And a lot of times when it's not dealt with, it's coming out in a negative way. And that's what you don't want to happen. You don't want it to come out
Mhm.
negatively.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I remember one time, funny story. I was just going through a lot of stuff, and I was carrying my past traumas and my past
hmm.
burdens, and it just was so much weighing down on me. Tell me why I end up cutting my hair like bald head, just cause.
Yeah.
Just
And a
cause I
lot of
was just
people
like,
do that.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just, it will affect your decisions that you make on a daily basis.
Mhm. Yeah. It will. And it'll have you just doing random stuff, you know,
Mhm.
and you're trying to feel better. You're doing things to try to make yourself feel better, you
Mhm.
know. And that's why like in the last video or a couple videos past, we were talking about like self-medicating and stuff like that. And that's a big one.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
a big one.
Mhm. And a lot of
Doing stuff out
people,
of character, self-medicating.
yeah, self-medicating for sure and out of character. Definitely. I definitely agree with those things.
Yeah.
Even like drinking, cause child, I could drink sometimes. Whenever
Yeah.
I'm in a situation, seriously, I could drink whenever I'm in a situation. So it's like,
Mhm.
those
Right.
self-medicating.
Self-medicating. Exactly. And I feel like we just spend so much time, too much time doing that, covering it up, self-medicating, making,
Mhm.
bad decisions, doing things to try to make ourselves feel better instead of dealing with the problem, instead of dealing with the issues, instead of going to the root of the problem, and
Mhm.
actually working on it instead of realizing
Yeah.
like heavy. I'm
Yeah.
heavy. Why am I so heavy? You need to
Yeah.
ask yourself that. Why am I so heavy?
That's
And if you
true.
ask yourself that, you know, and you start really spending some time, some quality time by yourself, sitting by yourself, just, you know, thinking, why am I so heavy? You'll start coming up with the answers. You'll start
That's
coming up with the
true.
answers, and you'll start seeing, like, you know, oh, okay, I'm still struggling with this. Okay, I'm still dealing with this. You know, so then you need to get out a piece of paper and you need to start writing it down. Everything that you're dealing with, everything that you're
Hmm.
struggling with, you need to write it down, and you need to start working on them one by one.
Yeah, exactly. And working on them, meaning like how we said, and like we brought up in the last a couple videos ago.
Hmm.
You need to like bring it up and relive it. You know,
Hmm.
relive it, because once you relive it, it's gonna hurt. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. You relive it, it's
No.
gonna hurt. Cry it
Yeah.
out
Hmm.
and scream it out, whatever you gotta do.
Whatever it
And
takes.
yeah, and then once you relive it again, relive it, and then it'll start getting easier for you. And then next thing you know, you're letting it go. It's letting
Hmm.
go of you.
Right. Exactly. And then you'll notice that you feel a whole lot lighter. You
A
feel a
whole
whole
lot
lot
lighter.
lighter. Hmm.
Yeah. So finding it, like you said, write it down. Whenever you figured out what it is, that's holding you back, those burdens that you still can't let go of. Write it down.
Yeah.
Sit in a
Yep.
quiet place. Get in a quiet place
Hmm.
and ask yourself, what is going on with me? We tend to know what's going on with everybody else, but we don't pay attention
Everybody
to
else.
nobody but
Yes.
ourselves. Hmm.
Right. And a lot
So
of times that was good. Because a lot of times we think like other people are the problem. Like, I'm dealing with this because of
hmm
you, or I'm dealing
hmm
with this because of her, or I'm dealing with
hmm
this. If they would just stop, or if
hmm
they would just act better, or if they would just be better, then I would be okay. No,
right.
no, you would still be the same.
Yeah,
You would
because you
still
have to
be the
focus.
same. Right. Right.
You have to focus in on yourself. That's so true.
Exactly. It's you.
It's
And I
you.
said that before. You're the problem. It's you. You have
Take
to work on you.
responsibility.
Exactly.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point, sis.
Hmm. Thank
That's a
you.
good point. It's you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah. So, um, one of the questions are, what's in your bag?
Mm. What's in your bag?
What's in your bag? Do you know what's in your bag? And that heavy bag of burdens. Do
Mm.
you know what's in your bag?
I have an idea. I have an idea of what's in my bag. A lot of times we're scared. We're scared to dig in our bag and pull out what's in there.
Cause it's hurt.
Yeah,
It'll hurt.
it will.
It'll burn pulling it out.
It will.
It's like taking a knife to a trash bag and just cutting it open
Yeah.
and letting all the stuff just pour out.
Mhm.
Once you do that, you'll
Exactly.
empty.
You will.
You'll
You
empty
will.
it.
Mhm. And I
You
think a
gotta
lot of people, oh, I'm
cut.
sorry. A lot of people are a lot of people are heavy, like we were saying, including us. We're kind of heavy too, aren't we? I know I
Yeah,
am.
I'm
So
very
I got
heavy.
I got my bag.
Oh.
So I don't know if I want to be this transparent or not, but let's see what's in my bag.
What's in your bag, sis?
Don't judge me.
No judgment. We all got
Okay.
something in our bag, and we all can
Oh,
learn from somebody.
uh-oh.
What does it say? Anger.
Anger. Ugh.
Mm.
Let's
Well,
see what else is in here.
well.
You got a bag too, right? I ain't the only one pulling stuff out my
Oh,
bag, am I? Y'all
oh,
not
I
gonna
do.
leave me
No, no,
hanging.
no, no.
Oh,
I got.
okay.
I.
Y'all can't leave me hanging out there. We all got stuff in our bag.
Uh-huh. Offense. So, wow. So, is this things that you've already started working on? Things that you worked on? Things that you're over? Things that what is this?
Some of them are stuff that I've okay, let me not lie. I'm
There we
working
go.
on all of them. Like, okay, I'm working on all of them, but I've gotten better with all of them as well. I don't think any of
Yeah,
them are all the way completely worked on.
completely. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
that's
like
another
that.
thing. Like, it might take you a while, just start. Just
Yeah.
start working on it. Just start trying to get better. You might not
Okay.
write it all down and say, okay, this is what I struggle with, and I'm going to work
Right.
on it for a day and then it's going to be better. It might
Hmm.
take, who knows how long it might take. I've been working on these things for a good almost a decade, honestly.
Wow. Yeah.
Almost, almost a
Yeah.
decade. So just as long as you're growing, just as long as you're getting better, just as long as
Growth.
you're acknowledging that you have these struggles and then you started working on it, just as
Yeah.
long as you're working on it continuously and you're not making
Hmm.
excuses for it, and like, okay, this is what I struggle with. Let me start working on it. Eventually you'll
Yeah.
get there. Eventually you'll
Yeah.
get there. It doesn't, you don't know how long it'll take, but just start. And we all have stuff to work on.
And that will be a part of success that you will never, you won't even expect it, but that little step towards you letting this thing go, whatever it is that's in your
Hmm.
past, is you working towards success.
Yeah,
Anything
and
that you're working towards is
mhm,
success. If you don't work towards it, it's not your, you'll fail. You'll
you'll
be
fail.
considered a failure.
Exactly. And then also, I mean, this is a big step in because we're all about wellness. We're all about being well, but not just well physically, well mentally, well emotionally, well spiritually. Because we said before, if you're not well in those other areas, you're not well. It's more than just physical. And so these are things that must happen if your goal is to become well.
Hmm.
You want to
Yeah, I
walk in
like that.
wellness, this must happen.
This must happen. And let's see. What do I got
All
up in
right.
this bag over
I
here?
wasn't done. I'm still carrying some more stuff.
Oh, you carrying? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. We gonna get rid of that stuff. That's what we gonna
We
do.
gonna get rid of it. Wait, I gotta acknowledge it.
Negativity. That's powerful, sis. Negativity. Trying to not be negative. You know, with
Yeah,
with all the things that's pulling you left and right, with the
yeah,
negative things here, negative people here, negative people up there.
yes. You have to be intentional. That's another thing. Intentionality. You will never overcome
Hmm.
anything without being intentional. It's not just gonna
Hmm.
happen. You're not just gonna wake up one day positive. You're not. It's never gonna
No,
happen.
no,
You're not just
every
gonna
day.
wake up one day and never get angry. And getting angry is a part of life. But how do you deal with it? How do you just pop off? You know, Are you like a tornado or hurricane when you're angry, or can you, or can you deal with it like a normal human being? It takes
Yeah,
work and it takes intentionality.
every
For
day,
sure, every
consistency,
day.
being
Okay,
consistent. I love it.
that's some more,
Okay, fair. Oh, that's a
and
deep
that's
one. A lot of
that
people,
is.
a lot of people have
hmm
fear.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm carrying anything in my bag that a lot of other people aren't carrying in theirs.
Exactly,
So
exactly,
we're unpacking it together. Come on,
exactly.
let's
Let's let it go.
yep.
Let's let it go. Insecurity. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't
Let's
I
empty
didn't
this
unpack my
bag.
bag. I didn't empty
Let's
my bag. You ready?
let's unpack. Okay. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get up in this little duffel I got here.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you ready to unpack yours?
Yeah. I mean, I want to let it go. That's what I want to do.
Yeah,
I want to let it go.
I think we all do, or we all should.
Let's
We
all
all
let it
should want to
go.
let it go.
So my first thing,
Traumatic event.
events.
Oh wow. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like a little
It's okay. Can you see?
not from here. Traumatic events. Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay.
That's a
Yep.
good one. That's a
Traumatic
good, and
events.
that's what I would be willing to say 9 out of 10 people deal with that or have dealt with something traumatic
Seriously.
in their life.
Yeah. Trying to let
Some type
go of
of
stuff that
trauma.
happened.
Yeah.
Even down to um driving and someone cut you off. You could have thought you almost died. That was a traumatic event, a traumatic experience for you.
Yeah.
For real. Cause you could, I mean, just the other day some lady cut me off and I was like, really? She had her kids
Mhm.
in the car. I was upset. I ain't gonna lie, I
Yeah.
was upset. But that was traumatic a little bit because we were at an intersection. you know?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, and something crazy could have happened. Trauma is different for everybody.
right, right. So, all right, let's get to this next one. Let's empty this bag because I'm tired of it.
Yeah, let's do it. Negative thoughts. Okay, I'm
Negative
not the only
thoughts.
one with some negativity, huh?
Nope. And then I put it in the candle because this is something that can kind of calm you down. This candle smells so good. Mm. This, it's I ain't gonna tell y'all my secret. It's this will help you. Right? Light a candle. Write down your stuff. Write down your stuff. Light a candle. Get
Yeah,
into
light
your
a
quiet
candle.
place
I love candles. It's very relaxing. They're
and get
very
into your
relaxing.
thoughts. Exactly. And that will help you try to get rid of those negative thoughts. All right, I got like yeah, I'm still unpacking my little bag. I
Still
still got a
unpacking. Let's
couple
go.
things.
Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I hate it.
Lots of relationships. Mm.
And
That's a big
even
one.
it is, you know, even down to like not just, spouse, but um family members, friendships,
Yeah.
people that you went to school with, It could be
Mhm.
down to your father, your mother, It
Yeah.
could be anybody, and
Mhm.
that's just one of those things that I kind of have a hard thing with dealing with. But
Yeah.
we're going to get rid of
We're
it
gonna deal with
today.
it. Yeah.
We're going to deal with it
Absolutely.
today and every day. We're going to deal with it.
Every day. Yep.
All right, I got one more, and then I'm dropping this bag.
Death. Wow.
Yeah, it's hard,
It is
you
hard.
know. It's hard to lose someone in both ways, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so that's my bag, and those are a couple things that I'm being transparent with you all with today. Those are things
Mhm.
that I struggle with, and those
Yeah.
things that I deal with each day. Each day, it's
Mhm.
not nothing that's just gonna go away like that. Each
It's
day,
not. It's not. Nope.
and that's my bag. So we're just getting rid of it, just tossing it.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. And we're
and
going to
so,
continue to. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to get better. And I
hmm
challenge everybody watching that watches
yeah,
this to find out what's in your bag. Figure out what's in your bag. Figure out what you're carrying around. Figure out what is holding you down. Figure out what's
yeah,
holding you back. And then let it go. Unpack it. Get rid of it.
yeah, yeah. Unpack it, get rid of it. I like that. And just follow those steps that we were talking about. Get into your quiet place
Your
first.
quiet place.
Recognize, yeah, get into the quiet place and then recognize,
Acknowledge.
what,
Mhm.
acknowledge it,
Yeah.
bring it back up. It might hurt, but bring it back up. And
Hmm.
yourself,
Yeah.
we're in your quiet place, you can cry, you can scream, you can do what you need to do to get rid of it, but it's
Yeah.
important that you do it.
And make sure you
It's
go to that quiet place every day. Take some
mhm,
time every day and go to that place
mhm,
because it's important. Take some time for yourself and whatever you want to do, whether you want to cry, whether you want to pray, whether you want to meditate, whether you want to just sit there in
yeah,
silence, like take some time for yourself in the quiet place, just getting to know yourself better,
yeah, yeah,
getting to know yourself better, spending quality time with you.
yeah. I say about 10 to 30 minutes at least, at the minimum, 10 minutes a day that you just gonna invest in you.
Yes. Yep.
Invest in you.
Yep.
You can invest in somebody else. It's a good person that you want to be a good person, go ahead, but most importantly, invest in you and in your
Yeah.
soul and your spirit, your health.
Yeah, because you're definitely worth it, and the benefits are amazing. You'll be well,
Exactly.
you'll be healthy, you'll be better, and then you'll be
Yeah.
able to help other people. Once you get better, you'll be able to help
hmm
others, and that's what it's about.
It is. It's about helping somebody, pulling somebody else out of the rut. Even if you on one leg, try to bring them up, and uplift them, be positive to one another.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah,
say the second one would definitely be positivity. The second step
yeah,
would definitely be positivity.
yeah. Stay positive.
Once
Stay
you
positive.
once you actually got in your quiet place, you
Hmm.
recognize what it is, you brought it up, You're going to continuously work on yourself day to day.
Hmm.
Each day after that, be positive, be grateful,
Yeah. Yep.
be grateful for another day, and continue, like you said, pray, do what you need to do, meditate, but
But
be
whatever you
positive.
do, make sure you release all of these things. Whatever your
Release it.
thing is, it might not be these things, but whatever your things are,
And then also a couple other things, maybe working out.
definitely. And I say that probably in every video because it is the best medicine. It's the best high. It's the best one of the best things that you can do to feel good. We
Hmm.
do a lot of things that try to feel good. And why not do that? Because that'll make you feel good and it'll make you healthy. A lot
Exactly.
of things that we do to try to make ourselves feel good really aren't good for us.
Right.
But exercise is not only will you feel good, it is addicting. Once you do it and you do it, continuously, you will get addicted to it. And it's one of the best things to be addicted to. And it's great for you.
Yeah, if you're going to
It's great for you.
self-medicate, do that.
Do that.
Self-medicate
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Self-medicate with the food you eat and the water you drink.
Hmm.
Self-medicate
Exactly.
that way.
Exactly.
Meditate,
Because food is
pray.
medicine, right?
Yeah.
So do things that'll make you feel good for real and make you healthy for real and make you better.
We kind of stick on the temporary fixes, the stuff that's just going to be there for maybe a couple hours, like, and then it goes away, or
Yeah.
a medicine that a doctor gives us because we're prescribed it because now we're linked to depression, bipolarness, and stress,
Hmm.
and all types of different things. But really, you just got to get in your closet, get in
Yep.
your closet, and
Yep.
work on it each day. Uh, It might be the harder way, but it's the
It's
better
the
way.
best way. It's the best
Yeah,
way. And it's the
I like
permanent
that.
way. It's not temporary. It's not a quick fix. Nothing in life is easy.
Mm-mm.
Nothing in life is easy. So, I mean, nothing that you're doing right now is probably easy. The things that you're doing right now is probably difficult. So, I mean,
Right, right.
it doesn't matter that it's not easy. It's worth it.
Very worth it. And it's just up to you whether or not you want to take the chance and take the step and towards success. Because if you don't
Yeah.
do it, you're failing at yourself. You're failing
Yeah.
yourself.
You're failing yourself. Definitely. Big time.
Yeah, so take the step. Go further. Try something
Hmm.
different. We're
Yep.
so used to sticking towards tradition, you know, and what we used to do. And I've been doing it all my life. And if I've heard that,
Exactly.
I've been doing this all my life. I'm 75 or I'm 89 or I'm not saying that old, but I'm just saying,
Yeah. That's up there.
I'm just saying like even people that's 30, I've been doing this all my life. Let's try something different.
Do something different. Exactly. We're all about building a life of excellence. And we want excellence for ourselves and we
Yeah,
want excellence for you too. And it's
exactly. Yeah.
possible. It's possible.
Yeah. And this is exactly why we come here and we're doing this, because we would love to see you do better.
Hmm.
Love to
Yep.
see you do better. And we're trying to take you under our wing,
Yeah.
and
Come
try to
with us.
pull you up out
Yep.
of the rut. If you have any questions or anything, you can always email us, at
Hmm.
smbwellness.com. smbwellness100@gmail.com. Always email
Hmm.
us.
Yep.
Always, we'll always reach out to you if you reach out to us, and just need a little encouragement, a little push.
Hmm.
Reach out to our
Yep.
Facebook. Yeah.
It's sblivingwell100@gmail.com.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. So yes, but don't forget to hit that like button at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yes.
Yes.
And then that's what we wanted to talk to you about today. So thank you so much.
All right. Until next time.